Now they ain't gonna be able to hear the music and stuff online.
Well, I
Nothing
guess
that we play through the thing they can hear. They can only hear like the
I'm
house.
sure we
music.
look real crazy right now.
It don't even matter, man. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. I be seeing people go live looking crazy in this, bro.
Y'all look. Everything looks fine.
I appreciate it.
Everything looks fine.
So, yo, this is our first time going live. We live on Facebook. This is our first time. This is our first time with a guest, remotely. We're doing it via Bluetooth.
It's a lot of firsts going on tonight.
A lot of firsts. And when I look, y'all know I'm a dumb truck driver, man. I ain't that smart. So when I get smarter and grow up, I'm gonna be able to do the Skype and all that stuff, man. So
we're not here to coddle your feelings tonight, sir.
Oh, it's like that.
I'm letting you know that.
It's like that.
Straight out. We're not doing that today.
Bet. So listen, man. We are on. Okay, Google. Set timer for 1 hour.
Okay, 1 hour.
So we are on a new, for all of people who do listen to us regularly, we are on a new schedule. Every show, well, the main show is 1 hour long. Hard cut. When it's time to go, it's time to go. We ain't doing no extra talking. We not sitting here for 2 hours. It's 1 hour long. All right.
That's gonna be tough.
Yes. The off week is going to be 45 minutes with and I'm going to explain this again on off week. Off week is 45 minutes hard cut. However, if the hosts agree, who's ever doing it that week to go, they get a 15-minute overtime, but it's a hard cut as well, right? All right.
Okay.
All right. So we got Miss Alisha on the podcast with us today, man.
Yeah, I need some.
Yay.
Yay.
You need the applause.
Yeah.
So listen, since we on a timer, man, we gonna dive right in. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself, or?
All right. So really, just to give myself in a nutshell, if no one follows me, Justin, I'm pretty sure you see my Instagram where I'm more so on the path of helping people become consciously aware. Now, when I say consciously aware, I don't mean extreme woke. I mean on some type you can control your reality and emotions. Basically, emotional intelligence, especially for females, because sometimes we can go there. So it more so just spiritual enlightenment. No matter what your religion is, you can apply it just for people to become better people. I actually have a holistic company too as well. So I'm all in the natural thing too as well.
That's dope.
I gotta lie, I'm an easygoing person and I like to run my mouth. So, and I do give my opinions honestly on everything.
What's your Instagram for everyone?
So my Instagram is going to be, it's Lisha, Lisha _4411. So that's my Instagram.
Bet I'll have that on the final cut. I'll have that on the video.
But most of my inspirational messages are actually on my TikTok, which is still at Alisha. So it's ALISHA _1144. So I run my mouth on TikTok and then, I do my little post on Instagram. But gradually but surely, I'm getting there.
Okay.
Bad, man.
That's dope.
Listen, I knew, but I didn't know. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you could probably get like a gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is actually pretty awesome, isn't it, man?
Yep, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. So what inspired you to get into that or start that?
So basically, what inspired me is one, relationships and dealing with other people. Emotional intelligence is a very valuable thing because a lot of people walk around and they think that other people's emotions control them, and that's the complete opposite. And once you have that type of mindset, which it took me about 10 years to get here in several relationships, you have to understand that detachment and having a healthy attachment style will give you a better life financially, emotionally, and with your family. So, what made me practice that was just personal experience. And anything that I tell people, any advice that I give people, I have personally tried through trial and error, and also studying other leaders and practicing meditation on a daily, just to be aligned with source. And, a lot of people think source is just some magical being. It could be God, it could be whatever your religion is, wherever you're getting that source of energy from. I just help people connect with that on a positive level.
So
If that makes sense.
So if I may, are you saying that you kind of like dive into all spirituality?
So I take practices from, of course, I was raised Christian, Baptist, but I also grab from Buddhism, Hinduism. There's another practice, Taoism, that's just the practice of going with the flow. So I grab from everywhere. And if you think about it, a lot of the religions have the same base, same base story, situation. They just all have different names. And it really just matter what works for you. There are some extreme ones out there, but I'm not here to judge people on what they want to practice, but more so just emotional intelligence. Because
Right.
whatever you practice, you still need a level of emotional intelligence and common sense.
Very
just to
nice.
move better.
Right.
Right.
Man. Hey, listen, man. I just kind of got excited, man. Like I said, our first guest, and we're having an interesting conversation
already.
Man. Like that's not something I ever would have, really thought of. It's very
Right.
interesting. You got a take on that, babe?
No, I look forward to checking out your TikTok because I like being on the level of self-improvement.
Yeah.
So I think that'll tie in real good with self-improvement. And, my mom is big on holistic medicine too.
Right.
So
Right.
I look forward to checking that out as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well-
that holistic aspect does play. A lot of people don't understand that what you eat also plays a part in your emotional, how you feel emotionally.
Right.
So
Oh man.
that,
So
that
what pork do for you?
With what?
Exactly.
Pork.
Pork. Oh, unless you want hypertension and high cholesterol.
He already knows.
Unless you want a weak heart. That's just. I mean, it's facts. It's the worst. It's the worst meat out there now.
Yeah,
I'm coming off of being a vegetarian for 7 years, and I just recently made the decision to start back eating meat. And
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
My wife is she's been on that vegetarian stuff here lately, man.
Not fully vegetarian.
Oh,
I just
pescatarian, whatever you want to call it, man.
I do chicken and seafood.
She don't eat no real food no more.
Use a lie.
Y'all,
It's all real.
y'all
It
be
ain't
out there
fake.
walking in the woods, pulling down leaves, and getting it in, eating bark sandwiches and stuff. I can't. Listen, man. I can't,
Oh,
man.
my
I can't
goodness.
mess with y'all, man. Y'all too much for me,
You can. You just choose not to.
bro.
Exactly.
I eat pork every day.
And that's your problem.
That's why I'm breathing hard.
Right. Sweating bullets.
And look at me. I'm looking at myself on him. Fat as a motherfucker. It don't make no damn sense how fat I got, man.
Lord have mercy.
You don't really know it till you start looking at yourself. Good
Somebody
God
else
Almighty.
pointed out for you.
In the camera, just so y'all know the camera adds at least 50 pounds.
I thought it was 10.
I thought it was
Wow, you stretching it, huh? Oh, okay.
It's all good,
Oh,
man.
okay.
Hey, listen, we go jump right in, man. That was great intro, Alisha. We gonna jump right in. I got some stuff I want to talk about on the back end of the show, but starting off, I really want to jump on the Grammys. And most importantly, I want to get to these topics that seem to have been causing a little controversy at the Grammys. All right, we gonna start off with R&B album of the year. R&B album of the year. So your boy Jay-Z, no, not Jay-Z. I'm sorry. We're gonna get to that. Your boy Chris Brown. Chris Brown said
he was a little upset.
Yeah, him was mad. Chris Brown had
He was a little.
right. He had a good album, in my opinion.
No, he didn't. Right. Stop saying that. No, he did not.
Go ahead.
He didn't have a good album. He had decent tracks. Did he have a good overall album? Absolutely not.
It was long. His album was very long. Chris Brown will make 30 songs and expect you to know all of them. And I mean, I love Chris Brown, but I mean, I really can't say. I mean, besides the little social media famous ones that they will use on backgrounds and stuff, I can't really see one that stuck out.
Exactly.
And I love Chris Brown.
Well, I can't find. I lost the thing. I was looking for everybody that was in it, but who won was a guy by the name of, and correct me if I'm wrong, Robert Glasper.
Yes,
that's right.
I think you said it correctly.
Robert Glasper. Now I checked it. Of course, he won R&B Album of the Year, so I'd be remiss if I did not check the album out.
Of course.
And y'all know I love music, so I checked the album out. Listen, the album fire, bro. The album is fire, but y'all have to understand it's very different. The album is very different. It's not what we have grown accustomed to with how people make music nowadays. Mm-hmm. This was like genuine music. Like he in there playing the instruments. I get that vibe. At least I don't know if he was or not, but I feel like it's live music being played on most of it, not all of it. And that he coming with some common type vibes at times with the whole black centric rap.
Yeah.
Right. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
So I can see and in my opinion, I can see what Chris Brown's complaint was.
What was his complaint other than he asked who is he?
What was his complaint? His complaint at the end of the day was, why the F did I not win it? Right?
Because your album was garbage.
Hold on. Slow your roll for a second.
It's simple. We ain't gotta beat around the bush. Let's hit it. Your album was garbage.
Slow down.
What are we discussing here?
Let's not lie on Chris Brown like that.
Oh, first of all, that's not lying.
That's lying. If you said that album was not fire, you lying.
No, I'm not. What? You're trying to look at Chris Brown as a whole. Is he known for making some of the hottest music out there? Absolutely. That's what he's known for. But we're talking about this current album. Nobody was hitting on this current album or even listening to it until somebody decided to use it as a clip.
That was
TikTok.
from the last album anyway, what you talking about.
But nobody was worried about Chris Brown until then, right? Nobody was like, "Oh, let me go see what
and all that.
Let me go see what Chris Brown got going on today."
What do you mean?
Absolutely.
Who doesn't wake up and be like, "Yo, let me start my day to Chris Brown"?
Obviously, nobody but you.
Honestly, I love Chris Brown, but I don't even think I've thought to start my day with him in a long time.
Oh my God, y'all bugging, bro. Y'all bugging, man.
He fell off, and he just needs to accept that. He got too comfortable in thinking that because I am Chris Brown, I can just put whatever out there and people gonna love it. Absolutely not. Let this be your wake-up call. Step your game up. You want to continue to win awards? Step your game up. You want to continue to be noticed? Step your game up. This ain't it.
What do you mean by step your game up? The boy he's at the top of the mountain.
No, he's not. Obviously not.
There's nobody above him.
That's a lie. Clearly, it's a whole lot of people.
Hold on. What you thinking? No, seriously, as an entertainer, an artist, or whatever you want to call it, is he not at the top?
No. I'm answering for no.
I feel like he hasn't been in the game long enough. I'll say that. I'll say it's an age thing.
What?
I'll say that he still needs to do a little bit more work. He's a wonderful entertainer, performer. Like, I've been to one of his concerts. He's awesome. But at the same time, you gotta think about it. I'm trying to remember what my favorite song off the album was.
You ain't have one because it wasn't that good.
Robitussin.
I don't. That was actually on the album before.
Exactly. That goes
Right,
to
that was the
show
older
you, though.
one.
That goes to show you that this new album wasn't even relevant.
I tell y'all what.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Done.
I don't know what they about to do. I can't tell you what Scott's gonna do when I do this here. Cause I ain't never, they be having all that. You can't play this and can't play that.
So we do not own the rights
Yeah.
to this music that he's about to play, because obviously he's about to play something. Maybe.
Dang, if it, like it don't want to work, my iTunes.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not.
Shoot.
I just want. It really acting like it don't want to. Darn. Okay, y'all. Y'all bear with me. I'm sorry. Oh, man.
See? Apple don't even want to deal with you and Chris Brown.
Oh, that's because I ain't used this thing in so long. It's trying to buffer or something. It's saying no, it's syncing. Anyway, y'all know Warm Embrace, man. Y'all know what it is. I ain't got to play it.
Okay.
Cause y'all acting like he ain't had no hit, no bangers on this thing.
I didn't say that he didn't have a couple. Yes, he had a handful. Really less than a handful, but that's it. That doesn't.
But he put 30 songs on there.
Right, but yeah, you want the whole album?
Yeah, he did.
The whole album is
really
supposed to be a banger.
But listen,
No.
is he? Oh, let me ask y'all this then. Cause one of the shortest albums I know that I really enjoyed was Bruno Mars. That 24 karat.
Mm-hmm. That was a good album.
That was like 8 or 9 tracks.
Mm-hmm.
That was like 8 or 9 tracks, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this is something though.
Quality over quantity.
And that's what I was going. That's what I was going to say. You absolutely correct. But with that being said, though, quality over quantity. Are we getting enough for paying $20-something per album? Yeah, most people stream, but still, some people still go buy.
Yeah, if you giving me hits, I don't care if you only got 7 tracks on there. If they fire tracks, yeah, because guess what? I'm gonna have it on repeat.
Exactly.
Okay.
If we were still back in the time of CDs, I'd be done burnt it up and had to go get another copy because I done played it over and over again. But they not doing that no more.
Okay.
You giving me mediocre stuff, but yet, you expect me to nominate you? No.
All right, man.
not.
Well, I guess I ain't gonna win this one. Y'all.
I mean,
y'all tagging me, man.
The world spoke already. What more do you need?
exactly.
What more does he need? The world already spoke.
That is not the world, bro.
It is.
That's not the world.
It is.
Because Robert Glass, let me tell you something. Robert Glasper numbers ain't touching Chris Brown's
They ain't
numbers.
got a touch.
Like Chris Brown said, who the fuck is he?
Obviously.
Even though I know damn well Chris Brown know who the fuck that man is.
It does.
Because there ain't no way you going up for album of the year and you ain't checked out everybody else.
Exactly.
That's nominated.
He's a hater.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He kind of disappointed me with that bullshit, man. That's my first curse word.
No, it ain't. You done cussed like 5 times.
I think you cussed already several times.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to start keeping a tally.
Y'all really gonna need to know me, man.
Lord.
What in the world, man? What's up with this, man?
Oh, you thought you had somebody on your side. Nope.
I ain't gonna lie.
Thank
it would have
you.
been nice. Dang.
No, you'll be all right.
No, I'm playing. Hey, man. Anyway, the next thing that caused some havoc was Jay-Z. Jay-Z talking about Beyonce not winning album of the year, like the overall album of the year. Mm-hmm.
Well,
What y'all think? Oh, let me tell y'all who did win. Harry Styles.
Yes.
right.
I like Harry. I like Harry. If I could meet Harry, I would meet Harry.
What?
Exactly.
What? listen, whatever. I don't care about all that, but Harry Styles though.
Yeah.
Where y'all see this stuff from? Like he looked good or something?
First of all, no, I didn't say anything about him looking good.
They said he was the finest man in the world.
He's a okay looking.
You know who Harry Styles is, Lee?
But
Yeah, I know who he is.
What you think?
He's good, but I mean, he's not like my personal favorite. But I mean, he's good. I can see. I mean, why they gave it to him probably, but you gotta think about it's the Grammys. Beyonce is black, so if she won several others before then, they're like, all right, take a break.
I feel like that's what really happened.
Well, they knew too that she was going to, hold that record for the most Grammys anyway. So,
but
she got a chance to break that record. So why? What is one more? What is one more at this point?
Well, this is my thought. I don't think we should just be giving records out of merit. So I think the Academy did the right thing on this particular one. I think they did the wrong thing, but I think they did the right thing.
Why do you think they did the wrong thing?
I do not believe Beyonce deserves to win Album of the Year.
Okay.
I personally, and I like all type of music.
You didn't like Renaissance?
I'm not gonna say I didn't like it.
Music.
No, I'm not gonna say I didn't. It's like
she said, music.
I don't know what kind of music they call. I think my wife called it like New Orleans inspired
It's
bounce.
almost like bounce,
right?
Yeah,
bounce house
but I
music.
like bounce.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie.
First time I really ever heard it.
Empowering.
I liked it.
I thought it was empowering as well for women. I can see that.
Well, she always does for women.
However,
who run the world?
I'm gonna tell you on my pick. And I checked all of them. Well, I didn't check. I still had one album list too. But anyway, out of all the nominees, but Lizzo.
Yeah,
I think she should have won Album of the Year.
Yeah,
it was pretty good. I didn't even listen to the whole thing, but it was pretty good.
And if y'all listen to me on the podcast, y'all know I be talking about Lizzo, but it's not because of her music. I be talking about Lizzo because of the way she be going out in public dressing and stuff.
Oh God.
And it's not. Listen, I ain't got no room to be talking about nobody body shit. It's not that body part. It's the decency part. I just got a problem with that shit.
You just feel like it's too much.
Heck yeah, I wouldn't care if it was. I don't care if it was my wife. If it was you. If it was any. I don't want to see that out in public. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just me.
Lies.
No, facts.
Lies.
Yo,
lies.
stop.
And we go through this argument all the time. Lies.
I know we done had it on here.
Yeah.
But I don't. It's the truth. Why you keep talking about?
It's not true.
It's very true.
It's not.
Okay.
So you telling me if you seen it out in public, you would feel what kind of way? Not even just Lizzo.
Disgusted.
You're lying.
I'm not.
You're lying.
That's me. I've always been that way though.
No. Because that head turned real quick.
Yeah, to see a tail in some jeans, in some jeans or a nice skirt. Yeah,
just today, babe. Did you see that?
I didn't do that today.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Where?
Yes, you did. We were coming through what? Wadesboro? The girl at the gas station with the short song getting out the car.
No, I was talking, but I was talking trash. I was talking trash. I wasn't talking like that mess looked good. I was disgusted.
No, you weren't.
I said, ew.
No, you didn't.
I literally said, ew.
You said, babe, did you see that? That did not say ill. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Stop it, man.
Exactly.
You doing too much because you lying now.
No.
You just lying, man. You lying on this here camera, man.
I am not.
I'm telling you, man.
I am not.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
Mm-hmm. Where's my Where's my button?
Yeah, I know. We gonna have to set that up. But you just bold-faced lying now, man.
I am not.
Let me tell y'all something, man. I'm a man. At the end of the day, I like tail, all type of tail, in all shapes and sizes. But I don't want to see that ish out in public. Now at the beach, I'm all for it. But I just feel like it's certain places and stuff for it. You know,
I agree. There is a time and a place for everything. However,
don't start agreeing with me now.
No, I have always agreed that there's a time and a place for it. I'm just saying I know that you don't truly agree that there is a time and a place for it.
Anyway, let me get back to Jay-Z said the Recording Academy missed the moment with Beyonce after she didn't win Album of the Year. Now, again, I've already stated that I believe Lizzo should have won anyway. However, I do feel as if, and it's going to lead into the conversation is going to lead into the next conversation. It's not going to be a long conversation, but the next one. I do believe that Harry Styles does fit that mold of the typical atypical winner of Album of the Year. Because let's be honest, Album of the Year is they build up for that particular award is built up the entirety of the Grammys is surrounded by who wins Album of the Year, just like the Oscars is who wins I don't know, but the best actor or some shit like that, right? Actor, actress, or whatever, right? All right. But anyway, I do feel like Jay-Z's made a point because you had a lot of people of color in that category.
Right.
And this is who you always resort to.
But you got to keep in mind Harry Styles.
But they never win nothing else.
Hold on.
I just got to put that out there too.
But
and Adele's album was better than Harry Styles. Harry Styles' album was fire, but Adele's album was better.
I didn't even listen to all of Adele's album. However, Harry Styles, when you say that it's a person of color, when it comes to music, I don't think it's more so about color versus the diversity of the music. Harry Styles reached his target audience as well as Beyonce's target audience. You get what I'm saying? So he covered all of the bases. So
what do you mean by color? What does color have to do with it?
You just sat here and said because Beyonce was a woman.
Well, yeah, but
color.
I think you were saying. I think you were taking it a different way, though. Maybe not. Maybe I did it wrong.
At the end of the day, Harry Styles reached black people, white people, Indian people, Chinese people. He covered all his bases in his album. I don't think Beyonce's album reached as many people as his did when it comes to the diversity of the album.
No, I mean, for real, she got a point.
No,
because her album was real. It was bouncy and a little bit more urban. I mean, she had some ballads, but at the same time, he kind of touched on everybody.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
He gave. You saw at the Grammys. It was the the older lady, the grandma, she was so excited to announce it. So because he also crossed back into that 70s vibe with his music as well. So he covered such a diverse group of people with that album. So
okay. No, you I get what you're trying to say, but at the same time, I just don't agree.
I'm not trying to say it. I said it.
I just don't agree. I feel as if, like I said, y'all talking about reaching an audience. If that's first of all, we really need to know what the criteria is, what they really looking for, because, like I said, we had Adele, we had Lizzo, we had these people are cross artists now. They're not just Kendrick Lamar. I have no idea why he was even in there. He had no.
He had no. Talk about Kendrick.
No, I'm not because
he's a Kendrick fan.
I am a major Kendrick fan. But to say that he was going to win Album of the Year was a stretch. I think the nomination was to show that it was a great album and it was different.
A good album.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's what the nomination was. I don't think he ever had a chance of winning anyway. They just wanted to acknowledge that, hey man, you did a hell of a job. You told you painted a picture. You told a story like he always does.
Right.
Now, granted, this particular album of Kendrick's is not one that you're going to really rap along to. It's not that type of album. it's one of them ones you let play, you vibe, you listen, and you grow.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? That Kendrick album, man, kind of give me goosebumps, bro. And like, listen, I'm a good Kid, Mad City type of Kendrick fan too. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm also damn, what is that? The one where he's arguing with that girl back and forth. Nah, no F.
My nerves.
I know a lot of people couldn't stand it. However, it's just the whole.
That I couldn't stand it. It was more so of it's reaching into some emotional spots that I thought I healed. See, Kendrick will put you in a place where you thought you healed from something, and then you like,
man, that's a girl. You be bringing us some good stuff, don't she, man? She be digging, don't she? She is absolutely correct, man. And that's what Kendrick does. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick goes in on these things, and people might initially laugh at, but when they think about it, they're like, hold on, let me play this shit again.
Right.
Kendrick he has a high, like in video games they say a high replay value. Mm-hmm. Kendrick has a high. You don't want to listen to him one time. You ain't gonna get it no damn way.
Right.
He has a high replay value.
Right.
And that's the same as my boy in Outkast, Andre. Mm-hmm. And that's why he said he having a hard time even making music now. It's hard to keeping that stuff up.
Right.
Kendrick, a lot of these rappers are putting out stuff just to make money. Mm-hmm. They putting out stuff every damn year. Boom, 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 boom. Twice a year. Boom. Look at Boosie. He just puts pure trash out. It ain't trash. I actually like Boosie. But he just putting ish out.
Lord.
Right? Just boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. Kendrick, he's sitting in there and he's like, damn, I gotta get inspired. J. Cole, same type of way. Mm-hmm. These guys are not just dropping stuff. They actually putting effort and thought into what they put out.
Right.
And that deserves to be honored. And they did. I applaud. I don't think I ever seen a rap. I'm sure it has been, but I'm not quite. I can't remember a rap album that really made them talk about like that. Maybe Jay-Z, but I think people look at Jay-Z just out of he kind of like he's like that quote unquote supposed GOAT type of deal, but really he really ain't that good. He got a select audience.
Oh my gosh.
Jay-Z got a select audience, man. I know a lot of my homies gonna disagree with me, but Jay-Z got a select audience, bro. He sounds like a female. His voice is too feminine for one to be hard.
Oh gosh.
I can't take you serious when you man, bro, I can't take you serious, man. You sound soft as hell. Go on now. I can't relate to that shit, bro. Get some bass in your voice, bro.
Look, everybody ain't gonna bark on the album. They ain't about to do all that.
No,
they not gonna do all that.
Hey, listen,
golly,
don't play.
That's how he talks.
Jeez,
bro. But
lyrically, you can't say he's bad though. From a lyrical aspect, he's pretty good.
Lyrically, he is. I mean, everybody quotes him. Yeah, for sure.
No, not for me.
He definitely not GOAT. He definitely not GOAT. But a lot of people think he is.
Some do.
That's just that same type of NBA argument. LeBron, Kobe. You get what I'm saying? Mike. It's your taste. They all great. Mm-hmm. It's an argument to be made that any of them could be better than the other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though I say it's LeBron because of how he treats his teammates. Well, whatever. That's another conversation.
Oh,
right? I just think LeBron is the greatest of all time. He proving this shit every day. The man just set all-time scoring record. And he probably got 2-3 years left in the tank. Ain't nobody probably ever gonna touch that shit till they add a 4-point line or some shit. I don't know. Come on, man.
Get on that.
He the greatest, man. You know, whether you want to, you got to respect it.
But does he have more rings than Michael, though?
Who cares? Y'all killing me. Who cares? That mess don't matter, man.
Why doesn't it?
Why doesn't it?
Yeah, why doesn't it?
Because there's a lot of great. Go ahead. I'm about to say it.
I'm just saying, in sports, you can be the best player on that team, but if you can't take your team to the top, then who are you? I mean, now mind you,
he done did it though. He's done did it. That don't even sound correct.
Not more times than Jordan. Jordan took a break.
I think he blocking
and came back
with the arm. My bad. I'm sorry, Alisha. I was telling her, I think she blocked the camera, man.
Oh, you'll be all right.
You gonna mess up my video, man.
They see you.
Girl, messing up my video. Messing up my pretty face.
I just spared some folks tonight.
But my bad, Alisha, man.
Spared some people.
Listen, I agree and disagree with you. You know, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's just like, okay, when I was a manager, you want that 100 on Thursday. I mean, not Thursday. Damn, I can't even remember. Stereotech.
It was Stereotech.
Yeah.
And just to pause, I was the GOAT when I was with PSP Holdings, but
she I ain't gonna stunt. She was the ish.
And everything.
I know that's
she was the ish, bro. I ain't gonna lie. However,
but it was
however, I think I failed mine, but they put me in a really shitty situation, bro. That shit pisses me the fuck off.
They did.
I talked to Ryan, and the crazy part is I had the shit dope as fuck. I finally got the shit right. Then they come, then the motherfucker come when I ain't there. That's how it always freaking happens, man. They come when you ain't there, and people losing point, and people don't even know what we talking about right now.
Oh,
but
they probably like, what?
But people losing points.
Yeah,
they up there losing points for just doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying?
Health audit.
And then the owner didn't want to fix it because he already knew he was leaving. So it's stuff that I lost. It's points I lost for the building. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I couldn't do nothing about that shit, no way. But then I got jackasses like that white boy that was down in Blakeney. They ain't got to be fired. Man, you need to be fired with your stank ass. I really felt some type of way. I didn't even like that guy, man. A fucking clown. You talking about
Jesse?
Yeah, fucking clown, bro.
Oh, Lord.
He quit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he was a straight clown, bro. Like, anyway, man, I ain't...
Yeah, because you counting up your coins on this curse jar. Nah,
I did, man.
I know, you know.
Whew.
And the crazy part was, I was doing really good. You see, I was really not trying to curse. I was cutting my stuff, and y'all not looking at the effort I'm putting in.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry for cutting you off about that. I'm sorry to cut you off about that, man. Dang, where we at, bro?
We went from the Grammys to NBA, but I want to bring it back.
Because I was making a point. Go ahead, Alisha.
Oh no, we can revert back, but the point we was trying to make was just stats. Now, in reference to the Grammy, sometimes it don't always happen like that. Who sell the most albums? It's just when they go through and see who was best lyrically, had the most diversity. I want to think that's one of their thoughts while analyzing the album.
Okay.
You know, how much effort or, you know, did they use real instruments? Who wrote it? Did they write it? You know, so yeah, it was some controversy over who won. I think Song of the Year. I think it was some white lady. I can't remember her name.
Let me look, see if I can pull it up.
But she writes a lot of people's music already. So you know, a lot
you
of
said
people don't
Song
know
of the Year.
People who win are writers. Yeah.
Oh, Bonnie Raitt. I never heard of her.
I want to know too, what are the requirements to be nominated? Because I know one category, your girl, Money Long, for hours and hours, and I'm like, I know that's been out at least 2 years now. How did you get nominated for this year?
Right, I get what you're saying. I don't know, because I was looking at that too, because I think I've seen some overlap in years on a couple of stuff before. Not just particularly this Grammy show, but in previous ones. So I really don't know. But when I go back and look, I figured, okay, it has to be from, because remember, they're doing nominations. If I'm not mistaken, they're actually doing nominations before. What month is it now? February. They did that last week, right? Grammys was last week, right?
Right.
So keep in mind, they already had the nominations out in freaking. They did a whole show. I think it was in the end of the year. I'm not talking about December. I'm talking about more like October, November, somewhere around there, right? End of the year. So you have to think. You have to go back two years and then down to October, the fourth quarter of that year. any music come out at that time period would be on the next thing.
The next,
right?
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
October 1st, 2021 to September 30th, 2022.
Okay.
So as long
and I think she came out
by
with
then.
that in like November of 21.
Right.
So I guess so.
Yeah, so
But I was like, gosh, I know this song has been out for a while.
yeah, because it was big on social media for a while,
Yes,
right?
Lord.
It seemed like everybody used that sound on everything.
Valentine's Day.
It didn't matter what it was. They were they were going in, right?
Right.
Ooh, people were relationship goals, so they thought. I'm quite sure they ain't even together no more. But there was relationship goals to them songs. And,
Ooh, never
Yeah.
post them. I tell you.
oh yeah,
Yep.
please don't.
You won't see my significant other and Tom married. 6 months after my marriage, you might see my husband on social media. Might.
I
might get an arm or back of head.
Hey, listen, I gotta. Tell me what your reasoning is, because I have a cousin. And we're not close or anything. She's cool, you know. We periodically might interact on social media, but you know, everybody got cousins like that. They don't really rock with real close, right? Mm-hmm. But anyway, she's younger than me anyway. But I got a cousin up in Greensboro that she has a man. She about to get married. Congratulations, cuz. But she about to get married, and she always covers him with an emoji, his face. And I love the pictures, and I like it because I love relationships she's building. You know, so don't get me wrong. I'm not hating. I'm just like, the hell is this shit about, man? Like, who does that?
But you never know, and this is on an energy level right here. Like, you can love out loud. There's nothing wrong with loving out loud. That's beautiful. But the dating pool right now is so trash that you might want to keep it under wraps. You might want to enjoy your little relationship while it lasts, because the moment you put heart emojis beside somebody's name, the moment you start posting them, and this happens a lot. Like, the moment you start putting them out there before it's really something, it kind of goes downhill. Because you never know who's really wishing bad on you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just a firm believer on, you know, I ain't posting you until we locked in. And it just depends on the situation. Some people just, you know, want to keep it private. Some women got other men. I mean, who knows? It could be a lot of reasons. But personally, I just think that, you know, I just want to keep it to myself for a little bit and enjoy it without everybody else intervening. Or women had a girl come to me on Instagram and say, I appreciate it if you stop messaging my man. And I'm like, okay. Never messaged
they never said anything about that. Yeah.
Like, he would just heart my pictures. And, you know, on Instagram, if you heart something, it'll just show in the message. Like, he liked my post. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And I gave him some inspirational information, like, you know, keep your head up type stuff. Like, it was nothing sexual, nothing emotional. But, you know, she felt threatened by it. And that's a whole different conversation. But that type of insecurity.
That's exactly. That's what that is. That's just insecurity. Yeah. But don't get me wrong.
Some women do have valid reasons.
Intuition. And I was going to say, they may have, like, we've already mentioned it. I done cheated. You know what I'm saying? Hell, my wife act like she ain't, but she have.
I have not.
She tried to.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, okay. Listen, she was about 2 inches. She was about 2 inches away.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, my point is though, but it's like you sometimes you bring it on yourself because you give them reason to. And women most of the time, and this is something I don't understand about men. You will go cheat on your wife 1,000 times and really threaten her life because you ain't wrapping it up. You just being reckless, right? You'll go cheat on her, but as soon as she go out there,
it's a wrap
and get a piece of dingling. Y'all want to kill somebody. I don't understand that, bro.
We don't cheat for fun. We cheat because there's an emotional spot that is not being filled within our relationship. I mean, that's just for most women who are generally faithful or naturally faithful. I mean, once again, you do have some, you know.
Yeah, you always got some outliers. Right. Yeah, right.
But at the same time, from personal experience, when I thought about cheating, it's because something wasn't being filled there. Whether it's the type of love language I like to use, whether it's just the entertainment of it, or I might have just got
Mm-hmm.
bored. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, speaking of
we gotta
the
figure it
board
out.
shit, that's exactly why you saying that you just got bored is exactly why communication is so important. Because
Exactly.
sometimes, and we've said this before, but I'm going to reiterate it again for the people who, the new listeners. Sometimes you, if you would just simply communicate what it is.
Yep.
Hmm.
Hey, listen, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Look, I'm kind of bored with this shit. It's not
Right.
that I don't love you no more. It's not that I don't like you, but I'm talking about sexually. I'm getting kind of bored. We got to figure something out to spice this shit up. Hey, have you ever thought
Right.
about having a threesome?
But
Have
you
you
know
ever
what?
thought? You get what I'm saying? Like it's
Some,
all. It don't even got to be a threesome. It could be all type role play. It could be anything, right? So
but some of
Right.
that boredom just comes from the lack of the basic, though. You're not
Right.
doing what you did before that got you
Exactly.
to where you are
Just
now.
stop.
So we're not
Hmm.
dating anymore. We not doing the whole not necessarily foreplay, but just sitting around holding
Hmm.
hands, being all lovey dovey, kissy, all of that. All of
Right.
that has completely stopped, but yet you bored. But you ain't
Right.
doing nothing
but
that you was doing before.
don't think this can't go both ways though.
No, no, no. That's what I'm saying.
It
It's
can go
both
both ways.
both on both sides. More than likely, it has come to a complete end as far as what you were doing beforehand. We're not dating. We're not going out, a date night, just me and you. We're not doing, like I said, we're not sitting around just holding hands. We're not doing whatever, PDA, any of that anymore. It's just, you're so consumed with life, everyday life, that you forget those little things. So your
Right.
boredom is really just a lack of you doing what you were doing before. When you're dating, you put in a
Exactly.
little bit more effort. The effort is
It's
gone because
the
you think that I got you now. So why I got to do it?
and that's hilarious because I was talking to one guy and men are natural hunters, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they get like a rush from trying to get this woman, get this woman, get this woman. And
Yep.
then once they get this woman, it's like, all right, like what do I do now?
Yeah.
You know
What's
what I mean?
next? Mm-hmm.
What's next? What do I need to do? And I don't feel like it's fair for a woman to pretend like I'm not with that. I'm not gonna text you for another 2 hours. No. If you want that type of female, I'm gonna double text you. And I'm gonna call you.
I know that's
And I
right.
wanna lay up under you. Like
Right.
I'm not that type of female. Like if I like you a lot, I will make time for you. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
here to play games. Now, earlier in like when you first meet somebody, yeah, I might by accident because I'm actually busy and I'm not really you're not my main point of focus right now.
Mm-hmm.
But gradually over time, no, I'm here. I'm not annoying, but I still want to be near you. So
Mm-hmm.
some men just like the excitement of. One guy just said he just actually liked the excitement of chasing somebody, or he likes to hunt. And I was like, well, what happens when you catch it?
Right.
You just get bored and move on to the next.
Probably, yeah.
Yep.
And
More than likely.
right. And I'm like, well, I'm definitely not the one for you. No,
Mm-hmm.
sir.
That's sad, man.
Because
Okay, I definitely been that guy. You know what I'm saying? And at times, I guess I still am. However, I have to at least try to consider, how it will affect my wife's
well, I
emotions.
mean, you can make
You
it
know,
fun. Randomly meet up. I got one married home girl. She said that her and her husband meet up randomly at a hotel separately. They drive two different cars and they
Mm-hmm.
just randomly meet up and kind of, switch up the location. I think traveling works best too to help relationship, but at the same time, both parties need to try,
Right.
and it don't work with just one person.
Right.
hmm.
So, and that can mess somebody up. You can be legitimately insecure if your partner is not at least trying.
Right.
Right,
So,
right, for sure. Now I get that part.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty deep. Oh, we had 11 minutes.
I see you looking over there. That's why I had to look.
We got 11 minutes and 25 seconds left. But that may or may not equate correctly once I actually edit it. You get what I'm saying?
I think it will.
I think it will because the conversation actually been flowing. I don't think I really need to cut any dead space or anything.
Right.
Conversation been great. You get what I'm saying?
It has.
She's been a great guest.
Definitely.
You don't think so?
Yes.
And I think my wife was nervous because she was all like, all you've been doing is talking about Alisha. Oh, my God.
Alisha. Oh, my goodness.
Alisha.
Alicia,
damn, you in love with Alisha.
Yes.
Oh,
if
my
you
God.
can hear the conversations that have been going on, I gotta message Alicia. I gotta see Alicia. I was like, that's what I told him in the car. It was like Alicia the podcast. I gotta do Alicia.
Jealous motherfucker right here, bro. I've been that guy, like I said, giving her reason to be jealous. And like I said, I still have to catch myself from time to time. You get what I'm saying? Most of the time, don't get me wrong though. What's to say? If you I like people pictures. I comment and say, you look good, blah, 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 shit like that. But it's not me actually trying to holler at them. But she thinks that. You get what I'm saying? Now, when I'm actually trying to holler at somebody, I don't beat around the bush. I be like, hey, what's good with you, man? Like, shit.
And there lies our problem.
But I don't do that no more. I ain't did it in a while. Mm-hmm. I'm doing really good. Gotta give me credit for that.
Hit your applause.
You're trying.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Here. There you go.
Oh, God.
Hey, you hear the guy? It's a particular guy in there like, yeah.
I hope that's what you needed. You good now?
Yeah, I got my little pat.
Oh, okay.
Whatever, man. But no, I shouldn't have to get a pat. A person should not get necessarily. Well, I can go both ways with this, but a person shouldn't necessarily get praise for doing the right thing. But you should strengthen it or
acknowledge the effort,
acknowledge it, and encourage it though.
Right.
Especially when it's something that they struggle with. Mm-hmm. I did not come into this relationship lying about how I was. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was honest. I was upfront and honest about everything. However, that is still something I've gotten a lot better, but that is still something I struggle with. It's like, I wouldn't call it infidelity, but the whole being a little too flirtatious, I guess, or you get what I'm saying? Which can lead to the infidelity. Right. And it's not as if the thoughts don't come on a daily basis. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's also not as if the opportunities don't present themselves either, and I turn them down. You get what I'm saying? I turn away. Mm-hmm. Whether you feel like I got fat or not, I'm telling you, these heifers don't care about none of that shit, bro.
I already know that. And then there lies the problem, because I know how females, or I know how some shiesty females can operate, but and I know how you are. So, and I know that, given opportunity, that there's a possibility. No, don't cut me off. That things could go left.
But if you know how I am, you also know how much I love you. And you also know I don't want to hurt you. So you also know that at least there's a try. There's a sincere effort there, not to do it. But it doesn't mean that I will never fail again. Right. Does not mean that.
Well, but you also know that I have the mindset that I don't put anything past anybody. So I do understand that. Right. I understand that the possibility is there. However, will my feelings still get hurt? Definitely. Really? What's all that?
Right. What?
Really?
Oh, that is moving my titties.
Right, moving your titties and stuff.
That's like a habit, I guess. I wasn't even thinking. Hey, look, and I see it on the line because I got that delay.
Really? So I'm like, what is that? You trying to distract me from what I'm saying or something?
Oh my God!
But like I said,
it's a habit, bro. I
don't put anything past anybody, so I can, I won't say expect it. However,
Right.
if it happened.
Well, if it happened, that's a conversation we would have to have and see where we're going to go from there, you know?
Of course.
But again, I say, even if it happened, I'm sorry, really, I'm just going to get this out real quick.
Oh, no,
and then I'll let you go. But I will say this, even if it happened in this is not like me giving myself some kind of, well, let me cover my ass real quick and give myself some kind of defense. Mm-hmm. Even if it happened on your end, I'm not going to say I'm just going to walk away. You get what I'm saying? Would I be upset? Right. Hell yeah.
Right.
I'd be more upset that you didn't share that experience with me, where I didn't get to film it and put it on OnlyFans and make a couple dollars.
That's what you say. But again,
off of that. But
like
you didn't share that shit with me.
Like I always say, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it the same way you did it. You didn't share it with me, so what makes you think I'm about to share it with you?
Listen, and that's why I say communication is best. Because if you simply would have said, hey, let's go pick up a girl and let's go to the club, find us a baddie, and bring her back to the house, then none of this shit would have occurred.
Oh, gosh.
But you go ahead, Alisha. I'm sorry.
No, well, it's a question that I've been really asking myself for a long time. And is it really a such thing as a faithful man? Like 100%. Like, you can have a man's heart all day. Like, I've had men that love me from the moon and back. But at the same time, you know, men cheat for different reasons. They don't cheat because they're in love with that person. They cheat because somebody just put a plate of ribs in front of their face and they're like, damn, I really want to eat these ribs. Think they're going to walk away from eating those delicious ribs. Now, women, we might be like, nah, I'm trying to watch my diet. I ain't even with this. I'm a vegetarian. Mm-hmm. Like, we got a little bit more self-control. Mm-hmm. And when we cheat, it's coming from an emotional aspect. Like, it's an emotional. And that's just how we're chemically built. Just being a woman, unless you're a whore, and you just like messing with everybody, the wild cards. But most women, when they cheat, it's because this dude doing something the other one not. And then they like it. Right. Emotionally.
For sure.
So, but men... They just literally cheat for a completely different reason. So it's like it's like, I don't know.
Well, I think that for some men, how can I say this? Females and sex isn't their weakness. So for those men, I think they're more apt to be faithful. When that's not their weak point.
Exactly.
Some people, there are some men.
Emotional maturity, though.
Right. Because there are some men out there that when they're in love with somebody, that's it. But on the other spectrum, they can be a bit overbearing, too.
Right.
So.
Right.
I can't believe we got into this deep ass conversation when we only got 3 minutes left. And I done set that whole. It's cut off when it's cut off. But we do, to let you know, Alisha, you can come back on the off week.
Right.
The next week, we don't have new topics. We recap what we talked about this show.
Last week.
You get what I'm saying? So, gotcha. But anyway, I did cut you off. Go ahead, because I got something I want to say.
Go ahead, because I know we're on a time crunch now.
I just feel as if there are men, what you were saying, there are men, Alisha, that can be faithful. Because I personally have people. Now, don't get me wrong. I will say this: the ones that I do know, they admit that when they were young, they were not, but now they are. It's just so I don't know why we were. It's just something like. But the truth is, I see it all the time now. It's a lot of women coming to terms with it. Like naturally, we just ain't built like that. Like women, and this is not something I'm trying to manipulate into my wife's head or your head. Women get attached emotionally. Men don't. Sex to us is kind of just that. It's just sex. Until it is an emotional attachment when you actually love the person. You get what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's just sex. But this one chick, she was actually a doctor. She broke that thing down like she talking about the hormones of the man, how our brains are wired, everything. She said is whether we want to admit it or not, naturally the human male is just not. He's not natural monogamous. That monogamy really started here in America, and that's a conversation for another time. It didn't. Well, I don't know if it started in America, but it blew up here in America because it had everything to do with money. It ain't had nothing to do with nothing else, man.
A business agreement.
It had everything to do with money, bro. I'm trying to tell you, babe. I'm serious. I looked this mess up, man.
Right.
They got a whole documentary on it.
Of course.
Monogamy is a joke,
and
man.
I'm quite sure they got a whole documentary.
But it's
they have a whole documentary saying otherwise too.
No,
it's always I'm quite sure. No, you may not want to hear it, but exactly, exactly.
Listen, man, we down to a minute, so I want to tell you guys, man, we're on. Check us out on YouTube at Enamored Podcast. Just search for Enamored Podcast on YouTube. Check us out on
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok, Facebook, all the social medias except for Twitter. I don't support Elon Musk anymore.
On a podcast.
On the podcast level. I keep sneaking back with little burner accounts.
Yeah, oh gosh.
but it's hard to get away from Black Twitter, man. Check us out on Spotify, Apple Music. We got a lot of things. I got a lot of plans and we got a lot of stuff in store, man. Like hopefully if I can get some freaking old iPhones or iPads from people and get the money up to buy some new ones. Whatever. We got a lot of stuff in store, man.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be out in the streets hot and heavy, too. Coming soon.
Yep. We're going to be out there doing events, man. Yeah. Hey.
Charlotte.
For sure. That's the sound. That's the sound. And we hit this.
All right. Y'all make sure y'all follow Alisha, too, on Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, we gonna have her posted up, man. She was a great guest. Great guest.
Yes.
Oh, thanks, y'all. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you
sure,
for
oh, yeah. Anytime, for sure.
Out.
Oh, man, you're going to have to come in person. You're going to have to get on the video.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely going to make a personal appearance with y'all.